Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Treya Tarot. This is the collective reading for Wednesday, September 4th, 2024. I am currently still shuffling the Luna edition of the Ethereal Visions Tarot, which I absolutely love and cannot stop using. So if you are a tarot collector like me, definitely pick this one up. It's so pretty. So I've been thinking this morning, I was doing a little meditation prior to the video, and I was thinking about the Tower, mostly because I've been pulling it a lot recently, but I'm not seeing negative Tower moments. I'm seeing a lot of intense processing in people. I'm seeing a lot of big changes happening, and I'm wondering right now if the Tower is actually showing up as a benefic, in a way, like a benefic or influence, in that it's helping us take down any structures that we can't use anymore, that are no longer important. But it seems to be bringing with it the processing of whatever shadow material is connected to that structure. Yeah, I'm pulling a lot of swords too. Page of Swords here. All right, one more shuffle. If you like my readings, please like, comment, and subscribe. This channel is totally free for now. I am not monetized, so I'm just doing it because I love it. Hopefully in the future, once I can monetize and stuff like that, I will be able to offer extra things. But for now, these daily morning readings during the week are just because this is my thing, you know? So let's see what we have going on for today. Three of Cups. Okay. So this immediately, when I usually pull it, it comes up for me as celebratory energy, but friendship celebratory energy. When it shows up with the Lovers, it can often refer to a third party. So the Lovers of the Two of Cups tends to bring up, or rather, the Three of Cups and the Lovers, or the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups, tend to bring up third party energy. Strength here shows me that there's a force of will involved. So there is this sort of celebratory and or communal experience happening that has to do with a choice of how and what we partner with in our lives. So how do we partner? With who do we partner? And I mean that on multiple levels, not just romantically. And what is it that we're facing about this pattern here? It may also show up as multiple choice points with multiple people over the next few days to week. You know, I try to keep these readings indicative of the immediate time frame. Okay. The Hierophant, contracts, divine knowledge. The Four of Cups, the disillusionment of the dream. And then the Queen of Wands. There's definitely something here about choosing what feels aligned with your dream as opposed to what feels familiar from the past. If you read the two rows separately, one seems like a very familiar scenario to me, the Three of Cups and the Lovers and the Strength, and the other seems like a kind of hidden or etheric experience, the Hierophant, Four of Cups, Queen of Wands. The Hierophant and its contracts are making me feel like the Four of Cups and the Hierophant are connected, in that something is divinely inspired. There's a dream here that's divinely inspired that needs to become real, and it becomes real by being fostered by you. So whatever you're building, whatever you're, setting out for yourself, as your path forward, needs to be developed and grown through your own sense of divine passion and creativity and inspiration. But that seems very different and a lot more under the surface than the top row, which feels like it's very worldly for me, as though this is the outward face and this is what's happening under the surface. So you have this outward experience of how do I work within the collective? Who is my, who am I actually aligned with? What are my choices? Can I face this? And then you have this sort of undercurrent of a dream that is divinely inspired or divinely guided, that needs to become a real thing, or that is headed into becoming a real thing, going from the disillusionment or the nebulousness of the Four of Cups to the Queen of Wands. So any disappointment about not receiving a particular dream that you're experiencing, try and let that go. Because what's showing up here for me is that we're creating something, this hidden, divinely inspired, emotional situation, emotional current, dream, all of that, it's still present. It's still in play. And the Emperor has been coming up a lot lately too, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so there's a maturity process happening here too. Collectively, I can see this is going from the worldly expectations into a more internally, intuitively guided path through the wisdom and fairness of your experience, leaving behind again, there's something that we're leaving behind. You know what I mean? Leaving behind this experience of being caught up in worldly matters on a level that keeps us distracted from what we're here to create and contribute to the world. On a personal level, this can show up, or at least it's ringing the bell for me of how we bring and certain people into our lives, what our relationships entail, the relationships that are contentious and how we face them, and what choices we make in those moments that are either self-serving or community serving. But the Six of Wands here, that's the card of victory. So there's clearly something that's being overcome here, and it's being overcome through wisdom and strength and the fostering of your actually aligned, deeply held dreams that are divinely inspired. So if you feel like you have a calling, that's the thing to foster. And it's most important that you find community surrounding that thing. Okay? So today, the energy seems to be saying, whatever your thing is, whatever this row means for you, whatever dream or skill or community you're building and fostering, pay attention to that. Focus on that. That's your community. We need to be more connected than we have ever been before, but on a level that's a lot less surface leaning than we have been recently. So there's a depth coming into play. And I think the victory is in that depth. And how it may relate to the Tower, which was the theme that I kept coming up with this morning, is that we are pulling down the walls of the inauthentic social landscape that we've been living in for a very long time to show up as human. In fact, I noticed this morning while watching one of the channels that I love that I'm really, really happy about how human everyone is on YouTube. There's so much realness happening here if you look for it. And that's very different than the media I consumed as a kid into my young adulthood, So there's an interrelating that's occurring here on a bigger level that is reflective of how we're relearning interrelationship internally and with our own immediate people and community. So keep looking for the way to be more authentic today. And keep looking for the new structure to build on and grow within. Okay. Have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow.